wherever you get even a little bit of traction. So maybe you're trying 5 things a little bit, but as soon as one of them hits a little bit, you go for it and you focus on that. Unless you're really marketing to those areas, and so it's not like, I probably would just start with US and, just see where things take you, because it's also always a very easy change to just all of a sudden start accepting, international orders. But consider your, not only your shipping rates, but also like your return policies and making sure everything is really clear on how things work, your shipping time, so that they know if it's coming from, out of the country, it's going to take a little bit longer, things like that. So,
yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, especially, there is 56 or 65 countries available on Shopify that you can shop outside of the US, send to outside of the US. And it's sometimes very difficult to know when it's going to reach. I'm out in South Africa. If I were to order something from a US boutique, it would take up to 3 months to get to me. And sometimes, depending on which method it's been sitting on, it has been sent with. So just, make sure that those policies are completely up to date, and make sure that you have extended times for your international. Each different country has different postal services, different policies in place. The time is just so variable that you do need to just put caution if you will be shipping out of the US, that you have that built into your policies, like Angela mentioned previously. But other than that, we always advocate for a standard rate going out there. Otherwise, you need to be weighing everything and making sure that you put all those weights in your products so that the carrier rates can be calculated, and you don't do yourself in when you do the shipping, and it's going to cost you twice the amount to ship than it did to buy the product. So,
right. So when it comes to marketing and getting people to your store, because now once you get set up with Shopify and you get your products in there with your dirty mirror selfie pictures, right? You need to get people to your website so that they actually buy your products. So what are some of your top tips for how you can get traffic to your online store?
This is definitely the question, because what's crazy, well, it's not crazy. We all learn, but we'll get a lot of people that want to work on their branding or, a new theme, and they somehow correlate that to getting an increase in traffic and sales somehow. But on its own,
my website is really pretty, so now people will just come to my website, right?
Right, exactly. If they build it, if I build it, they will come, whatever that,
right.
Yeah. No. So you always want to know that going in. And this is another reason why it's so important, why you're careful where you invest and what you invest in, especially in the beginning, because there are so many different things that you can invest in. But if you're going to have a website, it would be better to have a website up with the dirty mirror selfies on a crap theme. Not that any theme is crap, but, and with, because say that you didn't set up a theme correctly and somebody went to your website and they hit something, they might see some default gray box that was supposed, and it might even say promotion goes here. You know what? If somebody still shops with you, that's what matters. Not that there's some mistake on your website. So, focus on, yes, traffic, which was the point. Okay. How do you do that? So, well, one of the ways you do it is focusing your attention there instead of all these other places that you could be focusing. And that's really, I know that sounds so terribly simple, but that really is what marketing is, it's just simply taking that time. Because right now, if you sat down and were just what are the different ways that I could market my website in order to get people to it? If you're going to sit there and say, I don't know, Really? Come on, Facebook, sending out emails, sending out text messages, getting an app so that people can download the app, which is a whole nother thing, which don't do that first. Work on your website first. But, there's so many other ways that you can attract people, putting out flyers, like going door to door. I mean, heck, like there are a million ways. But kind of like how when we were talking about apps at one point, like you want to, it's easy to also get the shiny object syndrome with this and think, because again, if you've got 10 different ideas on how to market and get people to your website and you're kind of trying each one, none of them are going to work. None of them. Now, the hard thing when you're very first starting a business is you do kind of have to start with a few more than, and kind of see like wherever you get even a little bit of traction. So maybe you're trying 5 things a little bit, but as soon as one of them hits a little bit, you go for it and you focus on that one. And don't you worry that there's all these other things that you could be doing. Just do that one and do it as well as you possibly can. And when you have the time and resources and whatever to do more, yes, eventually, like if you look at our own marketing, we do so much right now, but I mean, we're a team of like 16 at this point. You know what I mean? Like we have the bandwidth to do that. You can't be all over the place in a really deep, meaningful way when it's just you and you're just starting out and you don't have the extra revenue to put into somebody to help you with these things. So, find a little bit of traction somewhere in all of these different ideas, run with it. And then only when you really feel like you have that down and you're maximized, then it's time to add the next thing. So I wish that there was like an easier way. I mean, it's so simple, but it's also very challenging. It's very challenging. And a part of the challenge is, Rebecca is our marketing manager, and thank goodness, because you just can't wear all the hats at a certain level. You just can't do it anymore. And what I love about her, one of the things of the many things is she really helps me wrangle it in sometimes too. Like there are so many, I mean, when she started the list, oh my God, the list of marketing
do all the things.
Yes. And I mean, I knew because I didn't get to where I had even gotten when I was able to bring on a marketing manager by not focusing, but it's still, whether it's yourself or even when you do finally bring on help, it's really easy to overestimate the things that you could do when doing less things in a more, again, deeper, meaningful way is going to have a bigger impact, and developing on that and also seeing where things can work together and so that you can get more juice out of one piece of content or if you're already planning out all of your blogs, like what else could you do with that content? Can you also use it on Pinterest? Can you also, so just being efficient and, but mainly really focusing, never taking your eyes off the prize of whatever your main sales, traffic source is. So yeah. Marketing. Yeah. Is probably one of the things that gets me the most animated, if you cannot tell.
And there's a lot to it. There's
so
much.
It's just, who's your client? Where are they? Many things to think about when you are starting out. So yeah, I don't think I have much more to add, Angela. That was
No, I mean, when I do get on a call with the client, oh my God, if they ask about marketing, I mean, yeah, they're going to hear it.
And we do have tons of blogs and videos too about different marketing things and marketing strategies. We have blogs about retargeting ads, about paid versus free marketing channels, who, what, where, when, why marketing blog, so we do have tons of resources about marketing, but it's a lot to think about. And yeah, if you're just starting out, focusing your attention on one thing and doing it really well and engaging with your audience is one of the most important things, because it's all about your customers, and connecting with them.
Yes, with that dirty mirror selfie.
with the dirty mirror selfie. So that's it for questions. What would be like, if you had a Shopify newbie, a boutique newbie in front of you, like what would be like the last thing that you would say to them today to send them off on their boutique store owner journey?
Do it. Just do it.
That, and also, enjoy this time. It can definitely feel like a honeymoon period, but it doesn't mean that honeymoon period never ends. It just it unravels in a way that you never could have imagined if you're willing to keep going, because again, we're a team of 16. I'm sitting here talking to my marketing manager and one of our best project managers, and it's like it wasn't that long ago that I was like questioning myself and crying in the middle of the night, like, am I gonna ever be able to figure this out? Like, am I gonna be able to leave my day job? And just as a business owner, you need to be able to take the heat and keep going anyway. So if you think it's hard now, girl, buckle up. Girl or man or any gender, any pronoun, we are supportive here, but like whatever, like just prepare yourself and keep going. Know that there's going to be hits. Know that you're going to get it wrong a million times before you get it right. And then when you get it right, you're going to be like, something's going to slap you in the face, whether it's COVID or your best, leadership team member leaves, or you don't know like what's going to happen, but you just have to really just be resilient. So if today is your day one or near to that, that's awesome. You can totally make it where I am or wherever you want to go if you just believe in it and keep going and are just willing to like make those mistakes. Need more? Check out the blog at hotmessblog.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel too. Cheers!